Hi, Daffodil. We hear you too, babies. Everybody good? Mid-afternoon check? Good? Gave you some more hay. Hey, guys. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. So, you can see here, this is what I've just picked up and thrown over from this side of the barn that we're going to replace the siding with. We haven't done it yet. We are having some friends that we work with, and they're very skilled people, and they're going to be helping us, and so it got pushed back a week. I'm not mad about it, but I'm just saying, this is what bulls and goats and whatnot. Ginger, are you a part of this tear down here? Were you part of the demolition team? Huh? Were you, girlfriend? Now see, this little tree, this little cedar is a good size. Can you see that with the sunlight? You probably can't. This is kind of the size that I like, but it's really wonky. So this one, I mean, it would do, but I chose not to take that one this year. I'm gonna let it grow. Ginger, girlfriend, you ready to get on to the, back on the schedule with running, walking? We're just gonna walk today. We got our work pants on. Yep, we're gonna walk, girlfriend. Let's go. Let's get those booties moving. Come on. Let's go. Okay, that was just a squirrel. That was just a squirrel. There's no telling what you'll see. When I drove up here to work the barn, I'm doing an afternoon barn check. Just went to the barn, checked on the babies. By the way, welcome back to Appalachia's Homestead. I know the sun is wonky. I'm trying to find you a good spot. So it's lunchtime, and I am just determined to get back into my walking and running. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been a little bit of a slacker the past couple of weeks, and you know what I've noticed? That when I don't at least walk a half mile, just walk it, half mile at a minimum, I can feel my stress higher. I can feel my anxiety higher. And so I told James, I'm like, oh no. So once we got past this weekend and busyness and graduation and tornadoes in Tennessee, all that junk, bless our hearts. It's been horrible for the folks in Middle Tennessee. Some of you are asking if we are okay. Clearly we are okay. What happens is a lot of the times, I don't know if that was what happened specifically with this system, but a lot of the times, not all the time, when the storms come from the West Tennessee into Middle Tennessee, the topography and the geography, whatever, it is very flat. It's very amazing. Once you get off the plateau and you start heading towards, Cookeville, towards Nashville, everything starts flattening out a whole lot more. We're in the mountains, so what happens is when it comes this way and it starts to hit the plateau, and a lot of storms tend to break up. So we may not necessarily get a tornado, but we might get some very damaging thunderstorms. We have to watch that. And we get a lot of rain. We got a ton of rain. I mean, and then it's 25 degrees, so it's muddy and messy. Here we are, the mud and the mess and the muck. So I've come back up to check on everybody, and had to work with my waters because it was frozen. Everything was frozen over this morning. I'm gonna find you a better spot. So I've had to come up and do some things I couldn't do earlier. So here we are, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but farm work is 24/7, and I've decided, come on, girlfriend, we gotta get this walk on. That's right. She's so funny. But welcome back to the channel. I want to talk to you about a few things. I'm gonna have a lot of videos coming up, okay? Some of them are going to be the cooking. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm cleaning. I am holiday prepping today and tomorrow. Doing a lot of cleaning, organizing. I mean, is anybody that's coming to my house really going to care? Well, no, but it makes me feel better. Plus, it's important for you to organize and kind of straighten up and whatnot, because what that does is it allows you to see better what you have, right? It's part of that pantry rollover and whatever. So that is what I have to play Rocky, okay? I know. We're just so busy and stressed right now, and, we got to make the best of it. If you see a deer, let me know. Because when I came up, like I was about to tell you before I started talking about something else, I'm real good about that, aren't I? I had 4 does standing right. They usually don't get that close to the barn, but they were like, hey, what y'all doing in there? I think they hear the goat babies is what I think they hear. So, but they scurried off over this way. So you might see some up close. I try to film them as much as I can. So, long story short, guys, I gotta tell you what, I don't know about you, but your comments that I've been seeing over the past, especially the past couple of days, I just can't, I hope you take the time to read some of them. And to see what people are saying, how people are feeling, how people are making it, the hard times. It's going to put a perspective in for you that maybe you don't have already. And I think understanding other people's stories right now is really important. But even more important than that, honey, I'm telling you right now, people are realizing that we're hitting the wall and they're getting out of the way. So let me tell you just a few things. Some of the things I'm going to share with you are from comments, which you can go read yourself. I encourage you to. Some things are things that I'm seeing from personal friends, family, acquaintances, and people that we know, right? Acquaintances. That's hard. Okay. It is very obvious that we started hitting the wall that a lot of people have been warning about in terms of by the end of October. Now, October into November has been very busy for us, but it's like all of a sudden out of the blue in the last just couple of days, I'm really starting to see some things, not only from you guys, like I said, from people that we know. We know a couple, they're older than us. The gentleman is a farmer. And the gal, the wife, she's wonderful. They owned together, but she ran a particular gas station. Very successful. They owned it. They had a deli inside. They have a little strip center. Very, very, very nice. It's here in Southeast Tennessee. And yesterday, they told us that they sold the gas station. They are literally in hunker down mode at this point. They are taking no chances anymore. They already live very frugal. They're already debt free. They're very smart business people, and they've been building their pantry and doing all the things. They already have a very large farm, so they're doing, they know how to manage, how to raise their own food, all the good things, right? And he is very, very skilled. But as far as the business management, dealing with people, and all the ins and outs that they have to deal with in terms of the business, they said, nope, we're getting out while the getting is good, and we're getting out of the way. People that are very successful, they may not be multi-millionaires and have, 63 million people on TikTok, but for the general population, these are the people that this is what general people strive to be. Debt-free, nest egg, skilled, smart, educated, taking care of family, all of the above. And these people, I want this to sink in. Now, for a lot of you, you're already there. For a lot of you, that's what you're aspiring to be doing. That's what I'm in beast mode. I'm tearing it up, people. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm telling you right now, they've done it. Tawodi. They've done it, and they're getting out of the way. Have you heard people telling you getting out of the way? The train's coming down the track. You see the light. It's right there. Don't just stand there like a dummy. No, you get out of the way. Now, somebody's going to be offended by that. Somebody is going to be offended by me saying, don't be a dummy. And somebody will. I just know it, because it just never fails what you say anymore. Somebody gets offended. It's so silly. Stop focusing on silly things and focus on the things that matter. That you have a literal takedown of the middle class, hardworking American people. It's in Europe too. Have you seen Ireland lately? Have you seen Canada? Have you? Do you know what's going on with these places? They are being attempted to be censored beyond measure. They're not even going to be able to see. A lot of people can't even see my videos anymore. They can't see my Facebook posts anymore. So I have a lot of different people, particularly from Canada, that will contact me and say, I see this, but I can't understand what it means because I can't read it. And then we have to translate to them what in the world's going on. That's what's happening around the world, people. And that is what's already attempting to be happening with you and has been happening with you, people like me, for sure. They don't want you to know what's going on. And you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to go with the old ways and the guts and the brains that God and Granny gave you. You don't need social media to tell you anymore. You don't need YouTube people anymore to tell you specifically, get into beast mode. Because the people that have been standing back, being quiet, getting their ducks in a row over the last 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 years, honey, they're gone. They have raised the anchor and they're gone. They're doing their own thing. This is going to be the case also for individuals in terms of helping others. There's a lot of people right now that are taking the attitude of, and I don't blame them. I can't blame them. They're taking the attitude of, hey, I've warned people for years. I'm not doing it anymore. I've helped people for years. I can't help them anymore. I might be able to give to a food pantry or do something here and there, but now the wall is here. The train is here. I'm getting out of the way. I'm going around it. I'm stepping to the side. I'm not doing this anymore. I've seen people that I know selling their cars, selling their extra campers. They're getting rid of things because they are trying to build more of a nest egg. They are trying to be as conservative as they can. In their mind, the storm is here, it's right upon us, and we better finish off whatever we can do to be conservative, to put away a nest egg, to put away food, and to get the heck out of the way. I am telling you, you have just now, in my personal opinion, maybe you don't feel it yet. Maybe your shift hasn't happened yet. It's coming around to you. It's like those tornadoes. Unfortunately, it affected a lot of people in Middle Tennessee. Us in East Tennessee knew it was coming or knew it was happening. It allowed us the time to quickly get out of the way. Now, like I said, storms hit people at different times and in different places in different ways. I may not get as lucky next time and the plateau breaks up an F3, F4 tornado for me. And there are tornadoes and storms in our lives, and it is hitting people hard all of a sudden. It's all the things that we have been talking about and warning about. And it will affect different situations for different people in different ways. But don't think it's not going to affect you. Now, clearly, if you're a gajillionaire and you've been preparing, you are clearly probably not going to be as affected as the average middle class, hardworking, blue collar, homesteading, average person. See, what's happening is now when you have the average person being affected, such as losing their job, now they have to start paying their student loans. Now their rent has gone up. Now their insurance has doubled, like ours, our health insurance. Remember that I told you that 2 weeks ago? Yeah, January 1st, our health insurance for my family. James has an endocrinologist, as you know that. And we just went on Friday, he's doing great. James is just rocking it, right? But we do go, he is seen every 6 months just to make sure everything is doing good and how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And we were talking about this. He couldn't believe it. He was like, your premium, your everything. James was like, it is doubling as of January 1st. And he was like, he said, I know a lot are going up. James was like, double. It's blowing people out of the water. I mean, like I said the other day, a quarter means everything to a lot of people now. A couple $100 every month is make it or break it now for a lot of people. Couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 over a year's time is make it or break it for people now. So this is what I'm telling you. You are witnessing a massive shift. How it all works out in the end, where we end up 6 months to a year from now, I can't tell you. I don't know. But this is why I continue to say, pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. That is not you being negative. That is you being smart. And that is what you are seeing. People that have lived life, worked hard, raised children, have seen a lot. I mean, these people have grandchildren. I mean, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. They're getting out of the way. We have to do the same. You must do the same. I am officially, as of last night, when James was telling me about what our friend was talking about, and then I saw within 10 minutes somebody that I know putting something that they absolutely love up for sale. And I know that they can afford it. They can afford it. But they've prioritized and they've said, do I really need this? What's more important for me and my wife, my children, my grandchildren, is for me to, we've had our fun, we've done all of these things, I'm going to cut the price, I'm going to cut it loose, and, you know, $10,000, $20,000 for something, if they get it, I hope they do, is probably make or break for them. It's very important. These are the ways of our elders and of our older generations. When they knew a storm was coming, honey, they got out of the way and they hunkered down. And these are the things that we are going to have to do. So this is what I'm doing today. Like I said, I'm cleaning up my house some. I'm organizing some things, you know, trying to be some Christmas cutie, you know. Going to cook a nice little dinner for my husband. Going to make some ornaments and all of this today. I may film it, you know, all of these things. But life has changed, folks. Life, once again, and I know the sun is right here bouncing off of everything. Let me get in this mud puddle. Life, once again, with the storm that is on the horizon, things have shifted again. Do you feel it? You should. If you are paying any attention to all the things that have been happening just in the last 3 years of our life, and I'm not even talking about in terms of when we were being manipulated over certain things, but I'm talking about the economy and the finances. Guys, we are in so much debt, it is not even funny. And if you think these malls and all these shopping centers and all these places are just blowing it out butterbean with record sales this year, guys, I got a unicorn in the barn if you want to see it, okay? Be smart. Make a plan today. Do the things that are important. Cut the things that you don't need, that you can put off for a while. I, once again, am going through all of the things that I do, all the things that I need, and we are consolidating and we are working our budget and all the things. We are going into 2024 with our armor on. It is time. It is time. It's never too late to start. So I don't want you to get the impression that I'm telling you that it's too late. It's never too late. But I am telling you, the time is now. The shift is here. And the sooner you recognize that, and the sooner that you accept that, and the sooner that you act on that, and I pray that it's today, the better off you're going to end up being. There's a lot of people not paying attention, or there's a lot of and however you want to put that in there, there's a lot of people that have gotten now to a point where they can't do a whole lot more. And they wish they had paid attention. I see it. I see it in people. I see it in faces. I see it in comments. I see people that are basically saying, I wish I had acted sooner. And if you think that there won't be a whole lot more of those people coming up in terms of you seeing them with them having that attitude and that regret, well, it's probably going to be epic. Not in a good way. Because I just don't see how we're going to avoid this massive storm. No matter who gets in office come next November, no matter if we have the opportunity to vote properly. What I'm telling you is the ship has taken on so much water. I think at this point, it's time to get in the lifeboat. And we have to do it ourselves. We are on our own. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you being here. You know, Lee sees deer, you know, huh? But we're doing great. All the animals are doing great. It got really cold last night, which causes us to have to do extra chores and different times of chores. But, you know, you just have to adjust. You learn to adjust. That's how your ancestors made it. Constant work, constant evaluation, constant adjustment, and realizing that you and your little community are on your own. Guys, I appreciate you being here all the time. Give me hugs. I need it. I'm cold. It's chilly. We're going to walk this out, and we're going to get busy in the house, and we're making more plans for our family. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Godspeed, and we will see you on the next video. All right, girlfriend, come on. Walk it out. Walk it out, girl. Keep it going, girl. Good job, Ginger. Good job.